Yeah, so Minister Wang definitely has a packed schedule for his visit in Jakarta. He's hoping to accomplish many things during this visit. Investments, as I mentioned before, will definitely be a huge topic of discussion. On Tuesday, Wang Yi and Luhut, Indonesia's Minister for Maritime Affairs and Investments, met in Lake Toba in North Sumatra. This is a very important meeting because both leaders discussed investments and projects that China are interested to be a part of, especially in the tourism industry. That area in North Sumatra is usually very crowded, but because of the pandemic, it's a little quiet, and as a result, Indonesia's tourism industry has been going through a very hard time. The government expects unemployment rate in the industry to reach an all-time high. They suspect more than 100,000 people will be laid off in that sector. So investments from China will definitely boost the tourism industry and also the country's economy. Aside from that, Minister Wang is also slated to meet Indonesia's Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi and, of course, President Joko Widodo on Wednesday to discuss trade and infrastructure investments, among other things.
Yeah, and earlier we were talking to a guest and he said that there's a great room for cooperation between the two countries for their fight against COVID-19. What are some of the areas that China and Indonesia have been working on? Have they been starting this cooperation with vaccine, for example?
Yeah, that's a really good question. China has been a huge support for Indonesia since the pandemic began in early 2020. Handling the COVID-19 pandemic will surely be a huge topic of discussion between President Widodo and Minister Wang. As we know, Indonesia is still very much in the thick of the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, the country is recording more than 10,000 cases per day now. So the government is still struggling to contain the virus. And of course, we know that China was one of the first countries to successfully contain the virus at a relatively short period of time. So working together during this global health crisis is very important for Indonesia. China has also helped Indonesia with providing medical supplies. This is a huge issue here as well. The hospitals are overwhelmed with the influx of patients and the lack of medical equipment. And then, of course, as you mentioned, one of the biggest support is providing the Sinovac vaccine. That was approved for emergency use here. And this is a huge step forward in tackling the pandemic here. President Joko Widodo will be the first person to get this vaccine on Wednesday. If we look at how both countries have progressed, this pandemic has shown that China and Indonesia's relationship runs way deeper than just trade and business, right? So it's about the importance of having healthy foundations of people to people relations, and this visit by Minister Wang will surely deepen that relationship.